The Ivy League Championship Series, it's been pretty much all Yale. They took game one 5-0, and then, as you can see, leaped out to an early 11-0 lead. But the Quakers are still hanging around. It's the bottom of the seventh, and Penn needs to giddy up. They've got 9 outs with which to work, and they're facing Tyler Duncan, who faced one batter in the sixth. He struck out Chris Adams looking with the bases loaded on a 3-2 pitch that, as you called it, Evan, a 50-50 pitch.
I mean, it was a strike because this is what the umpire called it.
Right.
But, I mean, I could see where Adams and the Quaker faithful up the first base line could be disappointed.
Andrew Murnane, Tim Grawl, Sean Phelan, that's 2, 3, and 4 coming up. Murnane takes a ball. He is 0 for 2 today, but he did have a sac fly in the fifth. That brought home one of the 3 Penn runs in that bottom of the fifth. Otherwise, a K and a fly out to right. Line drive out towards right. White going back, and it's a fair ball. Here comes Murnane heading for second. The throw not there in time. And Murnane has a lead-off double for the Quakers, and that is the first extra base hit today for Penn.
Left fielder, Tim Grawl.
That ball went deep into right field. Could have potentially been a home run ball. That's a really low fence back there, and looks like there's a puppy dog back there. Handsome Dan, 18, hanging out on the right field porch, and he was going for that grounder. He wanted to get in on the action.
Well, there was one ball hit out that way, I believe, by Benny Wanger.
Yeah, that was the home run to Wanger. It made it all the way to the fence.
And this is Tim Grawl, who is 1 for 3, a couple of flyouts to right. His last time up, Grawl had an RBI single up the middle, which accounted for his first hit today. He is 1 for 7 in total. That's a deep shot left field. Brown headed back on his horse. He looks up, and it is out of here. So Tim Grawl, with hits in his last 2 plate appearances, and that 2-run shot is Penn's first homer of the day. It makes it 11-5 here in the 7th.
I say oftentimes it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Tim Grawl coming through for Penn when his team has needed him. He's cut the lead down to 6 with the home run. That was a really nice shot from him, and it all started Murnane getting the double. And now to Grawl with the homer, and how long of a leash do you have on Tyler Duncan?
Grawl with 3 RBI here in this second game, 41 for the year, his 6th homer, which is tied for first on the team with Matt O'Neill. Sean Phelan, by the way, is 0 for 3, as the Quakers' offense has really been picking up these last few innings. Their first 2 extra base hits of the day, a double and then a home run, come in successive at-bats.
Mason Kikowski is warming up for Yale, and talking about you got to throw your best guys. Kikowski has split time between being a reliever and a starter.
Chop to first, Day with a flip, and Duncan with a squeeze and step. So there's 1 down in the 7th. Speaking of Kikowski, he was the starter in Game 2, Penn versus Yale, here at Yale Field in the regular season. Rally cap going for Christian Scafidi, who pitched in Game 1. Back to Kikowski. He only lasted 3 innings in Penn's loss, 5-4 to Yale. And then the bullpen had 7 scoreless after that. So the Quakers have seen Kikowski before.
And hit Kikowski before.
McGay looks at a ball to begin his 4th at-bat. Matt McGay is 0 for 7 this afternoon, 0 for 3 in this game. A couple of strikeouts and a fly out to right. Popped up, even count. So it took Penn until the 5th inning of this second game to get a runner to third. And in that same frame they scored. They have 5 runs in the last 3 innings, but still very much Yale's ball game, leading by 6. Chopper up the box. Otaka from the outfield grass, and he makes the play.
Daidai Otaka, we've talked about him all game long. A defensive gem again for him. That is a great defensive play.
Daidai Otaka, 5'8", 155. The freshman not fazed by the ILCS stage. He has gotten it done at the plate and in the field, and that is someone who's going to be a fixture at shortstop for the Bulldogs for the next few years. O'Neal going the other way, and that ball has eyes, and Matt O'Neal has his second hit today, first of this game. He's aboard with a 2-out single, and now it's Tommy Pellis' turn to hit.
Nothing Simon Whiteman could have done about that one. That one hit a rock or something.
Yeah.
It just died. It went straight up in the air. Really nothing he could do. He gave it a ride and tried to run at it, but nothing you can do about that. That's a base hit.
So here is Pellis, who has 2 base hits. He's 2 for 3. He singled and scored in the 5th. Singled, was stranded at 3rd in the 6th. That one gets away from Herrera. He didn't know where it is for a second. And O'Neal easily moves up to second base on the wild pitch.
Yeah, wild pitch in the dirt. Herrera lost it quickly. So now business picking back up in the bullpen.
And Penn continuing to make things interesting. Double barrel action for the Elis. Looks like we got Mason Kukowski, like was mentioned, and Tyler Sapsford to second. Whiteman, an easier play on it this time, and that ends the bottom of the 7th. Penn gets 2 runs on 3 hits, including a 2-run homer by Tim Grawl. It is 11-5.